Aquarius, how you doing, man? I've got some messages for you, so you're gonna have to hold tight. Something about Griffin. I keep hearing the Griffin, or a pub, or a boozer, or the name Griffin, or Michael. Okay, but I keep hearing though that someone has possibly just lost a friend of the family. I've had to turn this off because I was like, family of like something. Okay, paradox energy again, Aquarius. Something to do with your family or your mother or your father. Some of you are still going through the same thing with an ex and a child, and you're still fighting over a custody battle over the children and over the kids. Something also to do with custody. Okay, they keep saying also rhubarb and custard, so I don't know what that's for, rhubarb and custard. But Reuben, also I keep hearing Reuben, the name Reuben or Ruby or Reuben, okay, names. But I keep hearing that somebody could have lost a person in the family, okay, a friend of the family. It might even be a family member that passed, or it could even be where you know of someone and it's a friend of the family. But somebody here could have been ill, because they're saying ill will, the name Will or William or Bill, okay, but they keep saying ill will, ill Bill, okay, William also. Now, I don't know if anybody has been ill or if they still are ill. I'm also hearing an Asbo, also Aaron, the name Aaron or Darren, or Asbo, like I need an Asbo. I'm also hearing an asthma attack also. Asthma or Aspergus, someone that has Aspergus, or like has a mental illness of such, but Asbo or Aspergus. Some of you, like I said, they keep saying lost someone, but it doesn't have to be physically. It can be one either mentally, or it can be where I've just lost a child. I don't mean physically lost a child. I just mean that someone isn't here anymore, because they keep saying that there's two instances of not being here and feeling lost. There's Virgo, okay, in your energy, Virgo. This child could have already been a Virgo. This person has a big reference to Virgo. Lost. Okay, I'm lost. So you've got big references of Capricorn, Sagittarius. Please watch those readings. Okay. You've got this where they keep saying around like lost. Okay. Three different sorts of messages that are kind of the same. Physically lost a person around your soul groups or a family member that you know of that you could have lost. Some of you it's around a child, and it's between that a child's moved out and moved on, or a person's moved on in their relationship. Okay. You've also definitely picking up somebody that's passed on, also passed on. Okay. Parsons, the name Parsons, I keep hearing Parsons, or moved on. Okay. Somebody could have physically just moved, picked up all their stuff, and they've just moved out. Now, I don't know if this is a child, a lover, or a mother. Could have something to do with around Gemini for a lot of you. Moved on, moved out, and is no longer living in a place. Some of you work in a elderly home, and it might be an elderly patient. Some of you, like I said here, there's a place called the Home, and it's an elderly person's home, and it is like they call it the house, the home, the hall, all these kind of things. And some of you work at that place. Outpatients, inpatients. Please make sure you watch Sagittarius reading. Might be within your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Some of you here also, you could have, you're having a big beef around your mum here for a lot of you, like because I'm picking up like I feel lost, I'm pushed out, separated, don't feel a part of the family, don't want to be a part of the family, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I may live in an apartment. It could be the Virgo that I don't want to be a part of it anymore and is in a different reading that is. Oh, sorry, I actually had my coronavirus vaccine. This is like just over 2 days, I would say now. We'll talk about that in a moment, but I really want to get your messages out for you, Aquarius. Make sure the audio is recording. They're also saying something around that that's relating to a Sagittarius Capricorn feeling within someone's chart, where it's making someone feel as if they're not wanted in the family. This is happening to a grown adult, or it is a child or someone of age. Okay, they're saying that this person, you'll have to watch the Sagittarius reading. It's more of someone that's making someone feel pushed out and that they're not wanted in the family. This person then makes them feel as if they're not wanted around purgatory, around Virgo. Okay, as if they're unfinished business where they keep doing something the same way within the family. Okay, so they're forgiving. So something to do with around Paul, named Paula Abdul, like you're in Paula Ab, or Abby, Abigail, Abbott, Abigail, Abdul, also Abdul, so that also a name, Abdul. Okay, somebody is in the family is making someone feel like very uncomfortable, as if they're not wanted in the family because they're focusing more on, say, a child, another child, or a brother or sister. This person then, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jay, Jeremy, John, Jasmine, Jay, anybody beginning with J. Okay. Okay. Sal, the name Sal, Sarah, Steve, Sal, Sarah, Steve, Sismi, also Michelle, Misha, Collins, Colin, Day, Sismi. So these are names, obviously, okay? So I've got those for you, but storyline-wise, Aquarius, it's kind of relating to this person that adds fear into people's lives, okay? These are people that don't agree with the coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. You're being absolutely brainwashed by television, and you watch too much TV, too much news, too many reports maybe. This doesn't have to be you, it can be someone around you. Too much news, too much information by other people, too much information by the television or the news itself. People that spread fear and put that into someone else's subconscious. And I've said this, it came up through Sagittarius reading, where I was saying that people seem to don't realise that the main concern of a program is what is shown within a television. It's a television. It's a program. It programs your mind to then spread that to others to say, oh no, I don't think you should really be doing this. I don't you think that you should be blah, blah, blah. Negativity. Could have something maybe to do with around a Libra possible. But negativity. Okay. Then we put fear into someone, basically put a seed into somebody's head to make them feel as if there's something wrong with them. Narcissistic energy, PTSD trauma, okay. Because I'm now traumatized and been made to feel as if I'm not a part of the family, or I'm not a part of the group, or something else like that, then what happens is that I then question people in my life and say, is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong in the relationship if you're in one? No, it's not. It's because you're listening to somebody that keeps adding fear into your head. Or the name Edmonds, Edwina, okay? But it's people that add fear into people's head to make them believe things. It can be spread on just like a program. So within a program of spirituality, okay, you obviously contract dark, which is Z, twin flame kind of crap, right? But another video that I kind of wanted to do, I think I said about in the Capricorn reading, where I was going to explain the Akashic records and Magician's Table Part 2. So I don't know if any of you watched the first one. It's actually on the channel itself in the description, where the first video comes up to show you the channel and what it's about. It's the video that's linked onto that, and it was something around like dark energy, blah blah blah, Magician's Table. So there's something else that I wanted to do around the Akashic records. Okay, pretty much what I'm doing now, but just a way of what I was explaining about the Matrix and around like programming, and basically around contracting energy and bringing it back to oneself, which is basically contracted by parents. I was going to go deep into it, by parents, by what you listen to, what you absorb. Okay, it's contracted, comes back to you. Then you can then start to feel as if you're something wrong with you, blah blah blah, ill. You can either feel ill, but generally what I was going to start diving into really was around narcissism, control, and around people that spread negativity, and that you shouldn't really do this and you shouldn't really do that, and we're all being programmed and God knows, and blah blah blah, conspiracy theories and everything as such. And then you contract that energy. But if you look at control, narcissism, parents, mothers, fathers, okay, you've got somebody that can make someone feel as if there's something wrong with them through gaslighting. if this person starts to really believe that person through a low vibration, they can go into, can start to make somebody cry, make them feel awful, you know, so on and so forth, because they do that person then, whether they be a child or an adult or a teen, they can then start to affect their relationship by why they question a person and says, what's wrong in the relationship? Nothing is wrong in the relationship. Something to do around Pisces also, or family. Okay, but no, there's nothing wrong in the relationship. What's the matter with you? Well, I feel basically behind the scenes, I feel very vulnerable child, vulnerable adult. Okay, feel very vulnerable because basically I'm being told that I'm no good, I'm, you know, everything else. I'm not wanted in the family, so on and so forth. Then I project that upon my partner to say what's wrong. Nothing's wrong in the relationship, it's what's created by your mother. So it's generally energy that it's not stems from the past, really. It stems from what you're doing now. You know, if you listen to somebody that feeds you with such bullshit and negativity in life, okay, and generally this comes from like parents and people that you live with that you contact daily, okay. So if you contact things daily, okay, and this person's talking to you, say, in a negative way every day, every other day or whatnot, you contract all of that energy, you believe it, and then you pass it upon your other in order to... There's something here about being spread. Now, whether this is rumours or lies or... I mean, the coronavirus at the moment, like I said, I have just literally had my jab. And I'm fine. So, I'll talk about that in a minute. But... yeah, there was a video I was going to do, and it was around sort of like picking up viruses, coronavirus, but really a programmed virus. Okay, something like that. Okay, but I obviously didn't want to do my part 2 of the Magician's Table because of when you talk about viruses, you're really kind of like going to freak people out when you start talking about the coronavirus. Okay, but in Britain at the moment, I know in London they're absolutely going ballistic, which they would do in London, and all protesting, take your masks off and everything else. Actually, Britain is one of the lowest now, and we are physically coming completely out, and our lowest is gone, and we're really looking as if we're really doing well in Britain and actually coming out, but everybody in London is pretty much, take your masks off, let's breathe over each other, and let's really ruin the pandemic right at the end, you know. But there you go, that's London for you. But yeah, something there, something about protesting. God, please tell me any of y'all not from London and you're out there with all those idiots protesting, right? Just, you know, relax, chill out a little bit, right? It's trust everybody else to like start going out having an opinion. You see, you've got someone here that has an opinion, has strong opinions. You see, looking at Taurus possible, someone that constantly has a strong opinion. Yeah, these are people, like I said, they're spreading fear, they're putting fear into people. You've got conspiracy theorists and people that like conspiracy and watch the television and watch videos and then goddamn spread that as rumours and stuff like that into people to make them think about things that, no, that's not how you keep a clear conscience, that's not how you keep a clear mind. People that watch the news and stuff like that, they watch a lot of it, they keep up to date with it, and then they pretty much inform you of, my God, have you heard of all these kind of things and all this stuff, and goddamn computers are taking over the world, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ, man. This is why I was going to find it very difficult in order to do Aquarius reading of obvious things also that are, one, definitely here as a message first, two, a lot of people in my energy, and oneself also having Aquarius in my chart, and also things that I can't really explain Aquarius, but it does make this actual channel message very, very, very difficult because it is there as a message as well. Okay, so you've got someone that is a conspiracy theorist. Okay, they spread all of this shit and all these lies. Well, basically we've just watched a documentary or something on computers taking over the world or something like that, and then let's tell my daughter all of these kind of things and let's put that into her head, and don't go and take the coronavirus jab, don't have, and I'm hearing, yeah, don't have this, don't have that, don't believe in everybody else, don't believe in the government, and don't believe. I can guarantee you that if, or Gary, the name Gary, or Tina, right, but I can guarantee you that if nobody had actually seen... See, I know people like this, and this is the God's honest truth, and I've said this to them, well, I would say this to them, is that where did you get all this info from? Well, the news. Well, the television. Well, YouTube. Well, news reports. Okay, so if you hadn't have read any of that and you hadn't have actually like seen any of that, how would you know? How would you know? So what is programming you? What is programming you? Me, nothing, because I don't listen or watch anything. But what is programming you when you actually listen to people that are telling you not to take this, to not take this tablet, to not take this, or to take it? See, again, no, you need to take this, you need to take this, you need to take this. No, you shouldn't really take that. No, you shouldn't really do this. No, you shouldn't really do that. Yeah, you need to take these things. You need to take all of this. No, you don't need to take that. Coronavirus, the blah, blah, blah. No, what is going... Did you realise that a woman's pill can actually give you more blood clots than the COVID actual vaccination? You did know that, right? But... all these kind of things of, no, yo, guys shouldn't really be taking all of this stuff. No, you shouldn't be doing, yeah, no, you should be, you know, news, information, news. We need to spread this to everybody else to make sure that everybody else is doing it, not doing it. What are you causing? Fucking hysteria. You're causing hysterical moments in people. When an hysterical moment comes up in someone's head and they're like, awooga, I've got to inform my daughter or son that all these things in life are bad. What are you putting in someone's head? Bad. Michael Jackson. But bad, right? So what do? You basically then, what the message is that some people then are actually physically telling their daughters or sons that they should or shouldn't be taking something themselves because they're not. So we're not taking the COVID jab, we're not having this, we're not having that, so you shouldn't be doing it either. Oh, you made sure that I'll just show you all the negativity parts of why it is that you shouldn't have this because I've heard it from the news and television and other people. Okay, really? So they make someone feel bad, the fact that they may or may not decide to do that for oneself. Whichever way you look at it, your message here, Aquarius, is somebody that's adding a load of Adam and Eve, something to do with around a Gemini, possibly. But somebody that is adding loads of fear upon things to project it upon another to do things or not to do things. Okay, if anybody is of age of consent, of legal age to be able to do what they want, they're free to do what they want. But it is being stopped by a conspiracy theorist, someone that keeps cramming all of these conspiracies down people's throat in order to get them to believe in things. Right? So I don't know if this is COVID related. If it is a relation, they're saying something to do with one of your relations. So if you're an Aquarius watching and you've got relations and you know that do these kind of things and say these kind of things, there it is. They're saying conspiracy theory. Okay. People that, I don't know, bred into people, the fact that they've been abducted by an alien, but they haven't. I mean, I don't know, is it there? Because I keep hearing something to do with aliens. I don't believe in aliens. Again, I believe in Sigourney Weaver, who was actually on the television, but I didn't believe in it. Okay? But, you know, I'm not that me. I have a trine of water and God knows how much stuff in my chart of paradoxes within my head of time. Is just that I just connect with the Akashic records. That's what I read from. So however or whoever believe in all of this, conspiracy, aliens, conspiracy, you're being programmed, well, it's literally, no, it's just the Matrix. It's just, in my eyes, it's just the Matrix. Okay, so I'm just natural. I just channel from the Akashic. Okay, so there you go. So you got people doing this. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether that is to do with, like I said, around COVID, or whether it's Dave. Okay, but you've got this energy here of where, well, viral infection is here. Viral infection, but you see, videos going viral, or viral infection, or an infection that is COVID, or it's viral, like where you contract viral energy of portals. Okay, you if you watch the Capricorn reading, you'll see, and normally when I'm kind of doing that and I'm channeling, myself is out there, like myself is out there. I'm a Pisces and have it in loads of different water in every part of a trine of water, but like, you know, my energy, my head goes out there in order to contract with the Akashic records, right? So portal of energies, you'll order portal shifts and God knows what else, right? And you've played the game on on a PlayStation years ago where it was called Portal, and you'd go like that and it would make a little portal and you'd fall through it and you'd be in like, you had to figure out a puzzle and God knows. It's just the same kind of thing, right? So it's just kind of, it's you contract more within a program. You see, your program comes back and fucking glitches you out because of shit that you listen to. So, but so what I'm saying is how is this affecting your life? Okay, so if this is affecting your life, this is what I've said to people in my life of why I can't always say everything. Okay, but people that are in my life, loads of Aquarian around. Okay. Someone with an infectious disease, someone that could well be ill, okay? Someone that works for inpatient, outpatients, hospital, and this is that thing. Somebody that could physically be ill that you know. It doesn't have to be COVID related, they are just possibly ill in hospital, stuff like that, okay? Or have been, or still are, okay? For a lot of you. Some of you, there is someone that's passed on, okay? Recently, or just now, but they're saying that someone's just passed, okay? Passed on, or parsons, or you know of a person. It doesn't have to be yourselves, you just know of a person. Someone's physically just moved and they've passed on, they've gone somewhere else. They're saying that there's an energy here of a spirit that has recently just passed on. Okay, so look for the names that I may have said or may come up with. Also hearing May, Rachel, Rashard, Robbie, Rob, Robert, Rashard, Evans, Evie, Dan, Danielle. So I don't know who these names are. Just Justin. Okay, so Justice Libra also. Justice Libra. So you've got those. Okay, but like I was saying to people, majority of stuff that they learn from is the television. is that they'll learn things spiritually or even learn things by news. So they grasp hold of the news, they watch it, and then they pretty much tell everybody, oh no, you shouldn't really be doing these at the moment because of blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. They create a mirror and an infection of somebody that is worse than any other infection that you can do. Karma. It's always there. Which is someone that keeps plaguing someone's head through that the coronavirus shouldn't be taken by people or well, coronavirus shouldn't, but the jab and stuff like this, or that no, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be having all of these things, you should really believe in what we believe in, is what we've got from the government itself, because we've listened to too many conspiracy theories that we've lost our mind. Watched too many programs. The program is programming you guys. You're not I'm staying out of it. There's obviously like huge conspiracy people here of programming others. But that's what I've got for you anyway, Aquarius. So just very quickly, this for me now is nearly day 3 of actually having the jab myself. I was actually very grateful of having it. There was a load of people in my life have been plaguing me for the last God knows how many months, telling me, no, you shouldn't really be having it, no, you shouldn't be having it. I've got family members that tell me, yes, you should take it. I've got a sister that actually works for the NHS and actually is on the front line of giving it, people that know a lot about it that are saying, no, you really should have it, blah, blah, blah. You get loads of people also in family, girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Family also, no, you shouldn't be taking it, no, you shouldn't be taking it. Friends, no, you shouldn't be taking it, no, you shouldn't be taking it, no. Jesus Christ, you're going to be full of computers. They're injecting computers in. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong? Me, the way I come up with it is that I'm not afraid to die anyway. Like, I'm spiritual. Like, you know, my energy is where I believe in death, and I believe in life, and I believe in you, right? So if you believe in yourselves and you believe in anything, then what exactly is it that you're believing in, right? Is it believing in what you're hearing, or is it believing in what you're looking at and what you're seeing? Okay. So, it's just radio waves, basically. It's just radio waves. That's why I made Angel Radio. But it's just radio waves. It's just signals. It's just conduit. But let's see. But again, if for a lot of you here, if you're listening to like family and people like that, I don't know why people do. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. But that's your messages anyway. But yeah, day 3 for me. First day, lay in bed, shivering and shaking and fever and everything else. Couldn't sleep, like very like. And then the next day I felt like, oh God, like this void in me, and just had no colour whatsoever, and just like felt very drained. And then throughout the day I started feeling a lot better. And then today I feel a lot better. And trust me, man, this is like day 2.5. I'm on here channeling, right? So, y'all know, right? I took the, it was the AstraZeneca, and when I told people yesterday, first person was like, blood clots? No, are you taking the pill? Blood clots? Have you got blood clots? Do you smoke? Do you drink water out of a plastic bottle? Right? Have you ever been to a party and breathed on anybody and sneezed on them and gone, oh, sorry? Do you smoke? Do you take drugs? Do you drink alcohol? I mean, for God's sake. We believe in the coronavirus and you shouldn't be taking it, but we are shoving ourselves full of fattening and sugar and fat and everything else. Yeah, we don't, and we eat just lettuce all the time, and we eat leaves of a tree, and we don't drink anything but water and leaves. But then I'll walk out into the street 4 years later and unfortunately get hit by a bus or a car. Fuck, when your number's up in life, your number's up. It's just preordained for when you're supposed to have learned all your lessons, and when you are, you pass on. Right? It depends on what you believe in. But, you know, it's just, man, while you're here, I'm not saying everybody like, well, let's go out and just get hammered and everything else and smoke weed and get paranoid. Just like, you know, you've got to also enjoy life. Do you know what I'm saying? You're here only once, so you might as well enjoy it, not like, no, we're all like, we've got to be vegans and everything else, because it... I mean, I just hope that people don't do all of that because they think that that enhances your spiritual growth. Me, I eat all kinds of shit. And I smoke and I'm trying to stop smoking, and I drink loads of coffee and God knows what else. It's never affected my spiritual side whatsoever. It's made no difference. Ever. Like, it's designed in my spiritual chart to say that I'm able to do it. Right? It's just like, oh no, we need to buy loads of crystals and everything else to enhance our like negative. No, bruv, it doesn't make a blind lick a bit of difference to me. Personally, it doesn't. You know, it's up to everybody else of what you believe in. But I've had that much strong belief within my belief calling. It's just that I don't look at it any different apart from me just being Steve that just can do it. You know, sorry, but I just don't. You know. Anyway. But let's see, Aquarius. What's been going on with Aquarius? So Libra, there it is. It takes two, babe. Yeah, it took two. Two of us to have a child with a person that we can't stand each other. Yeah, takes two. Takes two to tango, unless you're tango and cash and you're absolutely foobarred. Fucked up beyond all recognition. Oh no, I just fucked up. Really? Did you? Why? What did you do, Justin? What did you do? Oh dear, what did you do? Well, we need to go to court then. But can you prove it? Whatever it is here is, well, can you prove it? Yeah, you shouldn't be doing all of that. You should be doing all this. Can you prove that? Yeah. Where did you get that proof from? The television. Oh, so it's real then, is it? No, well, there's no proof behind it yet. Right, so what is it in? The Rising. Libra Rising. Right. I mean, is this my wild love went riding, she rolled all the day, she rode to the devil, Capricorn, and asked him to pay. My wild love went riding. Jim, James, Justin, Julian, Jason, Jasmine, Jim Morrison. My wild love went riding. Because riders on the storm. Okay. But yeah. But can you prove it? Can you prove it? Yeah, I've got proof. Have you? So if somebody chat on you and all that kind of thing, have you proved it? Right? You've seen it. Physically been there and seen that. No. I need you to tell me. But, yeah. Proof. So this could be a Libra rising, Capricorn itself, but as Libra in their chart here. There you go. This is past, by the way. There you go. Sorry, that was so tactless. That's what I'm saying. I don't connect with human beings. I connect with people's soul. I don't have empathy for people's feelings. When you get to an elevated state, you don't. Empathy really isn't about where you empathise with people's feelings, because you will have strong feelings, like Scorpio. Right? I'll teach you to look at the end, just like Jim Morrison. Right? But it's because I have a lot of placements around these of first house, rising, north node, 12th house, right, with all the planets that need to be in different energies as well. But, you know, I always know the end, and I get in trouble with it a lot. Oh, you always know everything, don't you? It's because I do. I'm sorry. It's because I've seen the end. You know, I've already read the book right at the end of it. I know what kind of book is written within the Akashic Records because I've read the ending first. Sorry. But I kind of know. But I've already read the end first before you guys at the beginning. But here, you see, this is somebody that could have just passed. It could have just got carried away with themselves, or just got carried out. Or thrown out of court. Something got thrown out of court. Somebody could have physically just moved on or passed on here. The name Parsons, also I keep hearing Parsons. Natalie. Oh wow, I know Natalie Parsons. Natalie, I keep hearing Natalie, or Parsons, or Natalie Parsons. I know Natalie Parsons. Well, she's alright. I have to reach out to her. Unless you're watching. Natalie, you alright? Yeah, but here there is something got thrown out of court. Some of you work for this person, and this is also the government, and there are big things that are going on around, like children, kids, like because this can be social services and people where it's like the council and all that kind of thing, like children and standing up for children's rights and one's rights and blah blah blah. Okay, so you've kind of got this energy of boss that is here. And the person, so this could be mother or father. What I say goes, okay? What I say is what I feed into you. Now, if this person's a very positive person, positivity. If this person individually is very negative and all they really throw around is negativity, they're not saying it has to be those, but, you know, there can be a lot of negative relative is also what I'm hearing. My negative relative. Who doesn't have, hands up if you don't have a negative relative. But, like, positive, negative, blood group, all that kind of thing. Is it positive? Is it negative? Like, are you okay? Are you all right? This would still represent me having my jab done here. I'm hearing my jab, Jabba the Hutt. Something to do with Jabba the Hutt? Star Wars? Aquarius. There you go. You might know another Aquarian. But jab. I'm hearing jab. Abby or Abigail or Abbott. But yeah, here I really do feel that someone, like I said, is, you know, I can't predict through me messaging and then the cards just fly out, bruv. But someone really could have passed on or could have been ill. This is also private and confidential. I'm hearing, is this private? Is it confidential? Is it being heard and spread around with other people? So I'm saying this is why I don't do live things. Okay. But something like, is this private? Is it confidential? Can I speak to you private? private. Some of you have ordered a private eye detective in order to do your work for you. So I don't know. So it looks like I'm looking to employ somebody. So some of you have just recently gone for a job interview and stuff like that, and you're recently looking to be employed by the medical services, is what I'm hearing. Because this is medical, pharmaceutical, hospitals, that kind of thing also. So I'm hearing I'm looking to be employed by, Debbie, yes, well done, Deb. I hope you get the job. Okay, you just popped up, bing, there you go, Deb. But I'm looking to be employed by the medical services, and I've just recently been, or the name Reese or Rihanna, also Reese Rihanna. But I'm just Sean, also picking up the name Sean. But I'm looking to be employed by this person. Some of you it is, like I said, it's pharmaceutical, chemist, all that kind of thing. Also a chemist, I keep saying chemist. I need to go to the chemist, I need to pick up my tablets also. But yeah, something here, like I said, if this is a court case ongoing, so you got medical, pharmaceutical, looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. You got someone that could have passed someone that you know of, or hopefully not oneself, but like passed on, okay, to the other side, Jim Morrison, someone that physically just passed, someone that physically just moved into supported living and supporting housing. Because if someone can't support themselves here through job, financially, blah, 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 children, kids, if they can't support themselves financially there, they could have literally just moved on and moved out, and that's a cycle where they've just moved into supported living, okay? Because this would be, to me, Scorpio energy is like a gated community, because it's 4, so it's like private, okay? So like this is private, we're having to go to a private doctors, we're having to go to a private I don't know, people that do dentists and things like that, they go private, okay? Private flight, there you go, sorry, sweetheart, private flight, are you alright? Thank you for the donation. So time, I've done all the last ones previously, like days to catch up for when I had my test done. So some of them, they're not been relevant, okay, recent, they've been past stuff. Private flight, thank you. Yesterday I looked and you gave a donation of $20, thank you so much. Here, but yeah, somebody that physically could have just gone private flight, private education, private gated community, just moved in somewhere, looking for anything that is pharmaceutical, medical that is also private, okay? Some of you, like I said, it's a gated community of 4 of privacy, okay, privacy. Can we have some privacy? Can we have some private time? Also, for a lot of you in a half decent relationship, you've just had some private time. Okay, private time. I'm also hearing just give it some time. Just give it some time. I need a little time to work it out. Funny how the milk turns sour, pussy Leo. Funny how the milk turns sour, innit? Oh, that's spun out. Capricorn, possible here. But, well, things are going to change. Change is going to come. Yes. M. What's I hearing? M. Say, So is this a doctor's or like someone having a dentist or something? Carissa, you alright? Is that you? But like, say, Lars, Laura. Things are changing in my life. Things are changing for the better. Okay, an energy shift. We need to shift all of this product also. I'm hearing we need to shift this product. We've just made a load and we've now got to shift it. I don't know if anybody's shifty or a shift, what do they call that? Swifty. Swift. Shift. Schwiffer. Schwimmer? David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer. How you doing? But like Wheel of Fortune. Product, selling products. There you go, selling product. Could be the person that you work for there. Okay. But yeah, money is there, has been there for you. What's the 10 of Swords? Knights. So like I said, a lot of you have been having sex. This is also a blood-borne thing that's in the blood also. So like I said, if you've got anything that's in the blood, children, if you are children and you are of age and it's more like children of the corn, right? My corn. Some of you have got corns on your feet. A bit like me, actually. I've got corn on my foot. But like, Steve, you telling us all too much? Yeah. Cornish, or the name Cornish. Roy, also Roy Cornish. Oh wow, Roy Cornish passed. There you go. If you are watching from my town, lives just up here. Roy Cornish, your dad, right? Here, Knight of Wands. Roy, I'm hearing Roy. Knight of Wands is also, like I said, if you've got a problem with Z family members, you've been involved with your siblings, brothers and sisters, and so on and so forth. They came over to stay. Child. Knight of Wands. Yeah, caused conflict. I felt it. Knives out. But like, something to do with Taurus, Sagittarius also. Arguing at court, arguing with family, argumentative energy. Here. Death. What's the death card for? Yeah. Truth. I'm a truth speaker. Truth speaker. Truth seeker. That's why I speak from my mouth, and that's it. I don't speak from my head. No. Ace of Swords. It's in the head. Saying it's in the head. Someone could have had a brain tumour here or something like that. Ace of Swords. Two of Cups. These arms of mine, they're yearning from wanting you. Okay, so that really doesn't explain death to me in the channel messages and stuff like that we may have came out within, recent past, what I was just saying here, but yeah, for a lot of you, like I said, you've been with your partner, everything is good, you've had some family discussions and things. Two of Cups is also a broken connection of 6, where the family is dysfunctional family, is what I call it, but a dysfunctional family, and it's a dysfunctional 6 of Cups. You split up, you broke up. If it isn't relating to your actual partner itself, it's more family 6 of Cups, but through the 2, it's a dysfunctional energy that didn't work out. Okay, didn't work out. So you ended up arguing or just having a general little having a moment, so on and so forth. For a lot of you, like I said, it's just an ongoing court case or an ongoing battle with the family members and with the partner that you love to hate that you're in denial with here. So the 6 of Cups is a dysfunctional energy of things really not quite working out in one's favour. Still looking for the truth. You've still got energies of possible Virgo here, because they would search for that truth forever and a day. That's why I said it was purgatory. Unfinished business. Before I can move on, started to be channeled through Virgo, and I did say there might be someone that is involved around a Virgo, of someone that could have moved on spiritually, physically. Came up with Capricorn. Prince Philip was a Capricorn rising. Okay, could still be in this energy here. Okay, but again, somebody that moved on. Because when you look at time and death and space, me, I don't fear it, right? So I don't see death as a bad thing, but as a human being, you would. Me channeling it, I wouldn't. Okay, but again, when the human ego is intact, people are going to think all sorts of stuff. The human spirit is going to try and bring you together to calm, peace and harmony, right? So harness, the name harness, Melanie Harness or harness. Yeah, again, you see, the spirit will always try to bring you together to cause peace, okay, to make bread, to make up. So that's why you always get a polar and a mirror and a trine within your spiritual chart, or just cause an opposition. Sick, oh, you make me sick. Everything else, oh, you keep fighting when we don't. Why is that? It's because you are my opposition in my game. My chess move, my spiritual game, my calling, the Michael, the game of life, the goddamn Matrix, the living in hell, right? The person you have to pay back your karma to, right? The thing you can't run from, the thing you can't see, that one thing. Stephen, King, Steve, Al, Alan, Steve, Al, Steve, Al. Steve's been Al. Yeah, Steve has been ill. Steve's ill. Yeah, Steve's been ill. Oh, is he? Yeah, is he alright? Yeah, no, he's fine, thank you. Or is this your mum or someone that's been saying that? Is Steve been ill? Yeah, Steve's been ill. Yeah, he's had his jab and blah, 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 so on and so forth. Oh, have you? Okay, Jan, there you go, Jan. This is Jan that I told yesterday on the chat that I'd had my thing. Jan, you probably had yours also. Some of you did go and have that done. There you go. So you were probably speaking to me the other day on, or yesterday when I was putting this probably won't be out just yet. Because it's going to be a couple of days because I've got other readings to put out. But yeah, through the last one I put out, I don't know. Oh, I forget, man. Time, Jesus. Just move on, Stephen. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. So what they got coming up, please, Aquarius? Aquarius. What they got coming up, please, Aquarius? So, wow, there you go. So you got, so anyway, for your May, kids, clients, children, same scenario of parents going on about with or for their children. Yeah, Steam's in, sorry, Steam's in, Stephen, or Stefan, or Stephanie. Steve's in. Steve's in. Are you in, Steve? Yeah, I'm in. Are you in? Yeah, I'm in. I'm in there. So I'm in. I'm hearing, yeah, I'm in. Yamin. Carmen. Cameron. Cameroon. Or Yasmin. Hearing Yasmin. Jasmine. Some of you are looking into the actual product itself. Yasmin, all that sort of stuff. Flowers. Picking up flowers. Aquarius for May. Yep. Pisces energy at distance from one. You're probably going to see them, going to visit. If you've got kids or children, that is a Piscean or an air sign or anything like that, you might be visiting. So if you've got an ex, children or kids, they might be coming over to stay with you. Okay, you might be going on your holidays, or if not holidays, you're pretty much just booking some time off work. And you are literally just about to have a day off, have a break, probably go down the coast. Some of you here probably stop off at Costa is also what I'm hearing. I'm going to Costa Rico. I'm hearing Costa Rico, Reese, the name Reese also, but Costa Rico, or you are from there, Costa Rico. What's that like there? But Costa Rico, Costa though. They keep saying also. Some of you are just going to Costa Coffee, coffin. Also, some of you are coffin, or like a coffin. So this might be, like I said, a funeral coming up for a lot of you. Possible if there was that. Don't freak out. Freak out. But shout, gives a shout. Sounds like my mate. Sounds like my mate. My mate Mike. When I do see him, he'll always say, yeah, all right, bruv, gives a shout. Yeah, don't see him for about 5 months later. Gives a shout, bruv. Yeah, all right, I did give you a shout. Gives a shout. Aquarius, Sun, rising Venus, Jupiter. Three of Pentacles, the drama triangle. If it isn't with your lover, it's with your mother. And if it isn't with your mother, it's with your brother. And if it isn't with your brother, it's with your sister. Whichever way it is, she might have called Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Melina. You gotta see her. Something also to do with be by her, or seen her, or also Emily, Emma. Emily. Yeah, like I said here, you're probably just working on your relationship. But for the negative folk that are arguing with your person, then just pick up your carcass, move on. Okay, but here you should be working on the relationship. But whichever way it is, which a lot of people are like, no, we're in a third party. God knows why. You're always in a third party. Doesn't matter. Always in a third party drama triangle. It's growth, right? School of Fish, School of Rock, music, okay? But also like, you know, you're always in them because you always have to learn. You always go round in a trine, of course you do. That's why you have sextile and God knows what else, and it just forms a trine of another person. You're like, oh, fuck's sake, now, bruv, what's up now? Right, so it depends on your karma. So contracts, so drawing up contracts, school work. For a lot of you, you're going to work, physically going to draw up, or for interview. This is also, I need an interview is what they're hearing. What I'm going to a hearing, also a court hearing, or this is also someone's going to get their ears pierced as well, or named Pearsons or Parsons, Parsons. Yeah, work. Hard work, third party love interest. If not, your mother's in the way. If not, your brother's in the way. If not, your sister's in the way. You might be going to visit your brother, your mother, your sister. If you're not going to visit any of those, you're just going to visit your partner here. Going to stay with them for a little bit. Okay, so that's more than enough for a little bit. Hopefully all of you guys are supporting me over on Patreon, so I can continue to do this for everybody. But anything really does help. But if you would like to join Patreon, you can find this on the first tier and also the full access bundle. This is where I'll do you a full spread for the month and then clarify the cards and see what else you've got coming up. After this one, everything then goes to the full access bundle, and that is where you will find 4 weekly readings that will start to come out throughout the month. Okay, weekly readings, they'll be both places, but they'll start to come out. I'm going to do weeklies, but when we do the weeklies, they'll start off with the past and then they'll only go over to the full access bundle. Okay, I can't explain it all the time. The video provided below for Patreon, if you haven't joined and you want to join, you can watch the video first and it tells you everything all about it. Okay, after that, full access bundle, 4 readings, and then you obviously get the monthly for the next month, so you get roughly 5. And this one. So full access bundle is where you'll get everything. If you just want your monthly reading, hopefully you can join either one, but the first one will give you just the monthly reading. Okay, you can find all links provided below for everybody. Any like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff will really help out, build the channel. Thank you so much, Aquarius. And I will see you soon.